I'm a 29-year-old woman named Leora, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the person who gets forgotten in my own family. I wasn't mistreated. No one yelled at me or called me names. That would have at least meant they were paying attention. Instead, I've always just been invisible. Polite smiles, nods, but never a real place in the room. My older brother Evan is a high-profile lawyer with a spotless image and an even shinier LinkedIn page. He's the kind of person my parents brag about at dinner parties, firm handshake, classic suits, the works. Then there's Myriel, my younger sister. She started a blog during college that blew up. Now she's a full-on lifestyle influencer, home renovation reels, skincare routines, collabs with mid-tier fashion brands. She lives in neutrals and beige, and my parents treat her like a walking PR opportunity. Me? I work in private security, specifically in cybersecurity. Most of my contracts are under NDA. I deal with breaches, stalkers, blackmail, insider threats. It's quiet work, low profile by design. I like it that way. The problem is my family never bothered to learn what I actually do. They know I do something with computers, and that's about it. They've never asked. At every gathering, it was like I wasn't even there. I'd show up, bring something, help clean up, and no one would even notice when I slipped out early. Photos? I was always the one taking them. Group chats? My name would be left out, and if I asked about it, someone would say, "Oh, we thought you were busy." Birthday gifts came labeled Leora and guest, as if the idea of me coming alone was too awkward to acknowledge. I stopped fighting it. I became the ghost at every table. A year ago, I started therapy. I'd gotten so good at disappearing, I wasn't even sure who I was anymore. My therapist helped me trace things back, how being overlooked shaped how I saw myself, how I avoided connection before people could forget me. I made changes, slowly. I stepped back from my family for a while. I didn't attend the last 2 holiday gatherings, skipped a few birthdays. No one called to check in. Then, something happened that should have mattered. I got a national award in my field. One of the top infrastructure firms in the country had been under a quiet, targeted cyber attack. I'd been contracted to investigate it, and I traced it back to a group that had been probing multiple systems at once. I stopped the breach before it got worse, and the firm went public about it. The article ran in local news. A few coworkers reached out. No one in my family said a word. I know they saw it. Mariel's manager actually liked the article on LinkedIn. After that, I let go of trying. I went back to work, kept my circle small, until a wedding invitation showed up. My cousin Isolde was getting married. A big, elegant wedding at a vineyard 3 hours out of town. I almost threw it away, but something about it caught me. It was the first family-wide event I'd been invited to in months. They'd sent it to my actual address, with my name correctly printed. No guest, just me. I stared at that envelope for days. It felt like a test. Not of them, of me. I could go and fade into the wallpaper like I always had, or I could do something else. Something that made sure they'd never forget I was there. That's when I made the call. One of my long-term clients, someone I'd worked with for over 2 years, had become a close friend. He's a known figure in political and cybersecurity circles, someone who's occasionally in the news during high-profile negotiations or international panels. I won't name him here, but let's just say a few people at the wedding would have recognized him immediately. The kind of person who doesn't go anywhere unnoticed. I asked him for a favor, not to make a scene, not to draw attention, just to come with me, as a friend, as backup. He agreed without hesitation. He even arranged for our transport. No flashing lights, no motorcade. Just clean, quiet precision. That's what we both do best. The day of the wedding, I wore a deep green dress with a structured jacket. Hair pulled back,